welcome to the Politricks watch. This is certain. Now, we talk about the Barabas deal denial. As I say, it's all about the narrative. Sheep Nation think if they shout loud enough and long enough, then facts no matter. The narrative is that Barabas was acquitted. So when I play semantics, I must say them know say the general public don't really understand certain things. So when them take conviction overturned until they say no, Barabas was found innocent, and that just shows you the system now for let him go, and he wasn't found anything. Barabas was not found innocent of anything. His daddy at the Privy Council, who he pledged allegiance to before it even go up there, he then could have freed him, they would have freed him. But tell them this, the Privy Council could not go down in history as the people who Sismadi had a juror try bribe on the defense behalf and then let go the defendant. They would have no credibility left. The few scrap of credibility them have left would have gone. The rest of the world would have said, and I say, hold on, the defendant. Somebody tried to get a not guilty verdict for the defendant, and then you overlook all the evidence and let go the defendant. The precedent should have been set that this is how you bust case. Just tamper the jury and then you get let go anyway, even if the jury not actually accept the bribe. The Privy Council could not go. The best thing could do for him was say we're going to send it back to Ironman and we are going to make them have to pay for your legal bill. That's it. The British machine did not want this on their legacy. Them brother Jamaica have it for them. Listen, only let go the man, right, we have somebody, right, I bribe people in a pan-fee behalf. Only do that. You be remembered as that, stupid, not us. He wasn't found innocent of nothing. He wasn't acquitted of nothing. These are not. Well, the Privy Council has now just shown that this vindicates that the Barabas was innocent. Rubbish. All your daddy in England said was that the case should have get a new jury, and that never happened. The case go back to Ironman to get retry. The case go back to Ironman. If Ironman do what should have been done then, what could have happened then if Barabas' own lawyers had objected? Why didn't his lawyers object? One of them said the DPP could have objected if she spot the game of them a play. But them never object because that was their goal. Tom Tavares, Vincent and Miguel Lonem could have said, my client's right to fair trial has been breached. So start over the trial and we could go again. They didn't. They said, yes, let's continue. Because that was the plan. Tom Tavares is on record of saying, even when the first appeal go down, him say, yes, no, we can't go Privy Council because then we start Privy Council. Right, that jury matter, I'm going to make it get overturned. Overturned don't mean acquitted and found innocent. It's just because a sheep nation control the narrative. And we must have a narrative run Iron Man. As me say, just like with Patrick Powell, it was narrative Powell's son get away with murder. Narrative. The rich guy in the Beamer, saw this taxi man with this schoolboy just going about his business, and because he's so rich and think he's so mighty cause he's rich, him shoot up the taxi, and then because him know not now come out of it and him go jail, and then him bust the case, so that proof said don't come out of it. See, once again, that's not what happened, but the narrative was already set. So the narrative of them lock up Vybz Barabas because the system will go against him because him go so boom and then go so me I say dog lizard them dead where body there. Me I say dog, and then when that week out and can't go them say alright, we'll see the Privy Council then show you say yo not Privy Council never tell you nothing like that. So Barabas we get bail when time him not get no acquitted or nothing. His daddy at the Privy Council see him have a case to answer at the video light worshipping Ice Pratt Backerman. Him and the Aquarium squad. Bert Samuels and them people like them sit down on TV and set the narrative. The man that tell about place with documents burned down. Or place with documents burned down Thursday and he bought it from Monday. And you think somebody will love video light like Ice Pratt can have documents. Somebody try to burn down documents to Vybz Barabas and keep quiet. And all these big lawyers, the most prominent lawyers in the countries, have them law offices bombed by the system to try burn up them evidence, man, and then just sit down quiet. And you know you put it to an observer article days after. You can't be that silly. Then again, maybe you are, because Barabas said no found a sheep. Him British daddy couldn't save him. Them look for the evidence from top to bottom. And I expect when they hear bottom, don't get too excited, youth. We're not talking about that bottom. But his British daddy look on the evidence from top to bottom and say, no, we can't let it. We don't want this on our record. Just like Pontius Pilate said, me don't want this blood on my hand. Right? If you kill this innocent man, yeah? People come and say, me don't want this puppy show up on my hand. If you let go this guilty man, yeah? He could have pledged all the allegiance in one pledge. English guy message me and say, yo, you hate the UK. Hate. There are enough things I like about enough countries. Even the same England. Enough things I like about the UK. But being head of state for Jamaica is not one of them. And they got off too light. Right? For them colonial past. And the legacy them left behind the Iron Man. No matter how much no matter what me admire about your country, me not admire you enough for you be my head of state. And you're a queen or you're a king, be my head of state. And a Jamaican I walk around and talk about my lord. And a foreign guy, an Anglo-Saxon guy, I have no final decision when it comes down to Jamaican matters. I don't like you that much. I can admire you, but not that much. That go for any big country. There's enough things I like about Uncle Sam Place. Enough things I like about Scandinavian countries. I love things I like how Rwandans do this. Right? I like how Botswana do this. Right? I like enough things what Russia do. I like even China. There are things I admire. Just 50, 60 years ago, China was nobody, a nation of peasants. Now they're a superpower. You can't help but admire that. But I don't admire them enough. For them have no chat over Iron Man. That's my problem with any of these big countries. I don't quote unquote hate no country. Right? However, I don't like none of them enough. However, I don't think none of them are supposed to have no dominion and no chat over no Jamaican. No foreign guy input should matter when it comes on to no Jamaican affair. Because Jamaican have no chat when it comes on to their affair. No Jamaican breathing, no Jamaican on planet Earth get any say in Wagwan to any British citizen or Russian citizen or American citizen. The former American General Colin Powell, his parents were Jamaican. He probably loved Jamaica a lot, but not enough to put it before America. Everything he did was in America's best interest. That's how America do it. We no business where your mama and your papa come from. You gonna put us first. That's the attitude Jamaica needs to adapt. We don't care where you come from. We don't care where your mama and your papa come from. You gonna put Jamaica first. And no guy gets no talk if you know what a citizen. But every guy have talk when it comes down to Jamaica and Jamaican affairs. That is my problem with these countries. I don't hate no guy for his country. So yes, that's my stance. No foreign guy, especially a former colonial ruler, should have no dominion and chat over no Jamaican affairs and tell us what we should do, right? And Lego this and order to pay back this. Let me tell you something, Irish Saxon guy, House Negro guy, the most exceptional of Jamaicans. Go to these countries. I talk about UK, US, Canada, and these big countries. The most exceptional of Jamaicans go to these countries. And no matter how far them go, and no matter what levels they attain, they are always reminded they are second class citizens. No key, you could have go buy 10 Bima. You're going to get your Negro wake up call to remind you, no. You are a visitor here. Enough people do not listen the hard way. The most exceptional of Jamaica. The most exceptional of Jamaicans. Book up into that. The most brilliant of minds. On the flip side, we see the most mediocre of foreign citizens go Iron Man and them get treated like first class. So the most exceptional of Jamaicans go foreign and get treated like second class. And the most mediocre foreign guy go Iron Man go get treated like them a royalty. Can't work. Barabas wasn't acquitted of nothing. That's an airy fact. Do you know what an airy fact is? It is a fact that is not really a fact. It is a fact that is backed up by nothing more than noise. Sheep Nation thinks if them shout 2 plus 2 equal 5 long enough, right, then it becomes 5. I'm going to play a clip of a Sheep Nation member with even time the verdict come back. Who did run gone for national TV. Big interview for national media. National mainstream media. Only a quote-unquote male can even call them man from Sheep Nation would look in our camera and say these words. No other group would say something like this with a straight face and not see how ridiculous they sound. Listen to this.
I know how long me not cry. I water come on my eye. Joy water come on my eye. You know, come and stop it. Come on. We have a daughter, we get a daughter 2014, and when she did 2015, we never cried. And the boss come out, pray, and me tell her, say, eye water run out of my eye.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
So them the people you know now tell me say I burn out look YouTube and I burn out the PA and I say man I informer. That is Sheep Nation. Only in a society like Jamaica you can say something like that and people not turn on and look when you're like what a boy I just saw a while ago. In Pitney dead and in a ball. And Barabas. Conviction get overturned. And nothing get legal, you know. The conviction get overturned for them go see if you go send back and do a new trial. And that was enough to reduce him to tears. The thought of seeing one Barabas stage show is greater than his love and his lust for his own child. Sheep Nation people are vile and repulsive. When you see them gathering their numbers around up and down, understand the reason why the noise is so loud is because what make the most noise? The emptiest of barrels. Ask Muddy down a wharf. Right, to record a video of a barrel packed with food and clothes and get an empty one and use one stick and beat the side of it and hear which one make more noise. An empty one in Sheep Nation. When I get distracted by noise. What kind of male Jamaican man that was once seen as like the epitome of masculinity has been turned into this worse than a groupie, you know. The man saying daughter dead and he never shed that tear. But Barabas was enough to reduce him to a wreck. When you see the crowd on Barabas thing, because this excitement, what Jamaicans live for, excitement, hype. That's what they live for. They don't stand for nothing worth standing for. For 60 odd years now, Jamaica has been operating with a quote-unquote upper house. A senate that is undemocratic, that can block the will of the people passed through by the MPs. Bunch of house niggers and custodian class people can block policies what the people demand through the MPs. And nobody now say nothing about that. And then run up and down and make nice. Give us Barabas. Ask yourself this question. Who Jamaican people make most nice for? Anytime you see Jamaicans run up and down the streets and a block road and I go on the most way. Who you know the Make us see what the real thinking people know. Who do Jamaicans run up and down and make the most nice for? In the streets. Artist guy. Politician guy. 87, 90, kerosene. You ever notice? Have you noticed that? Me tell you the artists and the politicians and the Dan and all them people are one link. I just higher ranking puppet but I same link. All are part of the same machine. Understand me a conspiracy theories. Now pre this, the people them only run up and down for artists, politicians and Dan and them people. The majority of the time you have seen Irish Saxon Negroes run up and down and make nice. Them either a ball and make nice one gunman, one Dan, election campaign, artist or something like that. You don't see them run up and down for nothing worth running up and down for. Tell them to lie me and tell them. All the class clown them come out. Jump on the hottest story, clout chase and build a following then move on. You think talking about hottest story mean nothing or when the story dead down. At them time they really need attention. When time Donnelly's story hot then jump on everybody against crime and violence and death and violence against women. Because they know anytime them jump on the story it must get clicks and likes. Because the story hot and it fresh in everybody's head. Meanwhile, them say free the man, them a beat and kill him much woman. You can't make this up. And you fall for this trick over and over. You think we forget about Jasmine Dean or our protests? You could have heard a pin drop because the hype was gone. So there was nothing more to see here. If I talk about this now, 50 people might tune in. We don't have time for that. On to the next one. They don't care about nobody. Who them be turn out for? Them to turn out for? Them turn out on Blackwood and go on the most way for the Dan. And the artist guy and the election guy. When Jasmine Dean needed them the most, they were nowhere to be found. So when you tell me about crowd, you think I'm impressed by a crowd? The crowd said give us Barabas then, and they say no. People are telling about Granny. They say, I see our Granny. Our Granny on the streets. That's the Granny. Granny is the most overlooked. When people are talking about acidity, people talk about the mother, people talk about the father, then talk about the son and the brother. In Jamaican culture, none of these grannies, right, are the number one. Before TV and phone and internet invented, it was Granny, right, who was the main one to push some of the most destructive and self-hating concepts. No found a Granny and nothing more than an Irish Saxon. Hate themself, hate them Grand Pitney, then hate anything black. Right? No found a Granny telling them, say, don't bring no boy in a me yard, the black like tar. No found a Granny say, don't date no woman if her complexion dark. No found a Granny telling us, no found a Granny care no, right? Go down at the bar which by the German guy go, right? And then tell them say go skin out and breed film so they can get Pitney with blue eyes. Don't tell me about your Granny. Don't tell me about Granny like Granny equal gospel. No, for these grannies are highly acidic. So I'm not surprised that Granny would love the king of the Irish Saxons. Cause they stand for what he stands for. I tell him both man put on treat and put on this and buy this and buy that. So did Hitler, so what? You think Hitler never did nothing nice in his life? Go check the history. The German Hitler party had one of the biggest. When I talk about treat, when I talk about social programs, go check it. That was one of the reasons why they became so popular. Go check actual history. Them give away things more than any of your favorite guy them. But what was their intention? Why were they trying to win over the people? Was it to go do good? Cut the crap and not impressed by no treat and a handout. Enough of these grannies are acidic as hell. Enough Jamaican women are messed up because of the teachings they got from their granny. Only no whole granny accountable and talk about grandpa say my dirty dog and dirty this. But granny is immune to criticism. Enough for the hatred. Enough for the anti-patriotic. Enough for the anti-black. Enough for the colorist stance. Enough Jamaicans have then granny put it in them. When time they do the video on the Germans them, the amount of Jamaicans lick me and say look at YouTube, everything when you say, my granny tell me that don't bring no boy or no girl in a so. We darker than that people bag right there so. Don't tell me about no granny, so of course granny would love the king of the Irish Saxons. People are frauds. Jamaicans claim they're the most God-fearing people on earth, most churches per square mile. Nobody no love God like Jamaicans. The same Jamaicans will beat them pitting in them head. Say they must respect the house of the Lord and have reverence for God. And don't say this. And don't you dare say this next. And then pitting sneeze in a church. Them thumb the pitting at their mouth. And say what you sneeze for. You know saying at the house of the Lord. Don't disrespect the house of the Lord. The same people them favorite artists is Barabas. The man who say effing at the church and getting a spirit. You think the pitting them to realize so now fraud. Right. The Muslim guy. No Muslim DJ guy can sing about effing at the mosque. Not even the comedian Muslim guy can say that. Remember say comedians are given a pass under the guise of well a joke him a make. No comedian Muslim guy can make none of them can make no joke about effing in a no mosque and live anywhere in the Middle East again. Ever. For love nor money, whether art or entertainment, you can't try it. Because them people they're serious about what they believe in now. Whether you might not believe in it, but them believe in them serious. The Jew guy don't allow nobody to even set foot in them synagogue if them not covered up certain way and this. Them man in a run joke with them synagogue. But the Jamaican Christian guy, favorite artist and favorite song is effing at the church and getting a spirit. That's who him say. A film idol. So that's why Jamaicans tell me say they love God. And time and God, me ask them which God. They don't believe in nothing but excitement, hype and money. That feed them God. All them do is sift through the Bible to find one part of it will look like it give them a pass so they can carry out them foolishness. Right, them just do more and do and them just say, God forgive me, and then start back over. And then like Monday to Friday, me do about the same thing again. And then Saturday and Sunday, say, God forgive me, and then start back over. And then Monday, alright, I go down the road. Oh, so one 5 people there, then on the parents where you say, I can traffic them and go in a one first world country and get on 15,000 US each of them. Alright, carry them. Alright, the shipment gone through, then pass customs. Alright, look at God. God, yeah man, God make them go through customs, man. Nobody didn't realize them, man. Child trafficking victims. Alright, I wish day today. Oh, right, that Friday, 5 o'clock. Right, I'm quick. God forgive me. Alright, start over. That's the Jamaican God-fearing person. That's how they think. I walk on the road. Oh, the woman that walking in the corner. Oh, nobody on the side of her. I'm going to drag her in the bush. Oh, hey, girl, come here. Tear off her clothes, rape her. Put her back for him clothes. Right. God forgive me. Start back over. Heaven, here I come. These people are vile. Vile. Lead the world in murder rate, you know. Iron man. Lead the world in murder rate. The poorest people, the people them with them tell us they're so poor and hungry. It caused them to lead the world in murder rate. Are fourth on the list for most food wasting, behind oil-rich Arabs, in front of developed countries. Barabas, when time you see these clowns on the TV I talk about your kids and you see them in front of the cameras, do you look on with pride? When you see the national class clown, right, being the number one cheerleader, and Sheep Nation is so desperate they're now rallying around class clowns. Like, you're our new spokesperson. Thank you for standing up for Barabas. Do you look on with pride, Barabas? Mr. Class Clown guy, I message me. I left that message unread. I left it unseen and I kept it moving. Not even a word was uttered in response. As I said, the Barabas updates are the people in man. And when the story them dropping, I just check the comment section and any of the major newspaper people must say, still look at you about what's about this man, like people them want them video. And don't flatter yourself, Barabas. The video make where the arguments in prosecution and defense are coming. That was mainly for the decision of the appeal court. Right. Bail, I don't know what do thinks about Barabas I get bail, man. He was not acquitted of now. Anyway, Patience Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Ultra Squad, see you circling. Bless.